before we go into NFL recap, kind of the first big story from the NFL this week, Carson Wentz got benched. Like, did not expect it. Did not expect him to get benched. Jalen Hurts comes in. However, there's no verdict on if Jalen Hurts or Carson Wentz will start week 14. The quote that we have from Doug Peterson is, I've got to get through wait, is this Peterson that he's talking about? I'm looking at the article. They don't fucking say. Okay. Yeah. I've got to get through injuries. I got to get through the tape. There's a lot of things that I'm going to consider and evaluate before anything is decided. That's what Peterson said. Dave, I'm going to ask you, if you're Doug Peterson, congratulations, you're the new head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Is this an easy choice for you? Is it a hard choice? And who's starting week 14 against the Saints?
Look, Carson Wentz has been elite and a top 5 MVP candidate for a short run of games. Mm-hmm. At the same time, we don't have the same offensive line. We don't have the same offensive weapons. And he's looked ill-equipped without both of those.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts provides potential. He provides a little mobility. He provides a little bit of excitement, a little spark to that offense. Question is if you make this move, I don't think it shuts the door on Wentz coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just sends a message that's like, hey, your level of play has not been acceptable as a starter. And yes, we have been through some shit. We were a good team, but like that Super Bowl championship, not on you. That's Nick Foles. And that's the point. Everybody wants to go back to that and just be like, well, you didn't win it, and here's why. So I got no problem with it. I think you can go ahead and put Hurts in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let him play, see how he does. Win or lose doesn't really matter at this point of the season. The fucking Giants are apparently going to take the NFC East. Like, who saw that coming?
Colt McCoy, baby. Colt McCoy.
Saw that coming, Ricky.
The only thing I do want to say is I get if you're going to say, well, the Super Bowl ain't on you. The only thing that makes me go kind of like grit my teeth at that is the fact of Carson Wentz was playing we were talking about him being a possible MVP at the end of that year, and then he injures his leg on a run against the Rams, and then everything fucking changes. So like there's a part of me that's like, they could have won the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz. We don't know. Those questions will never be answered. Woulda, coulda, shouldas. But like, the Eagles have a tough situation of, first off, Doug Peterson. If he plays Jalen Hurts, does that save his job? If Jalen Hurts comes in, plays better than Wentz, because we talked about it before. I think we talked about it last week of, basically, the Eagles are at who do you get rid of? Wentz, Peterson, or both? Those are your three options. And I was on the situation of get rid of Peterson because Carson Wentz, what do you expect him to do? Like, Ertz has been nothing. Ertz has been nothing this year. Goddard's been injured. Alshon and Deshaun, we haven't seen them all year. They've been injured. Fuck, they're even injured last year. They're always injured. Just call them the Walking Dead, the Philadelphia Walking Dead. That's what they are, especially at the wide receiver position. And it's like, but if you're the front office for the Eagles, if Peterson starts Hurts and he plays better, do you buy in on that and say, oh, you can come back? Or if you're the front office, do you for sure say, well, no, you played better, we're still going to fire you and move on?
Yeah. No, I think I would.
Because, like, does this team get better if Peterson's not there and Wentz is working with somebody else and they get, like, a weapon like Jamar Chase, who I would take in the draft no problem?
I am fine with letting it play out one more season because you just don't know. Like, I'm on the side where he didn't have the line or the weapons to make anything happen.
Yeah.
And when you're in a situation where you don't have talent around you, sometimes putting someone who has creativity and can extend plays in the right way is the right answer. And I think that's what Jalen Hurts can do. I think Jalen Hurts has mobility. I think Jalen Hurts can throw the ball down the field. He'll take shots. Like, he's in a situation where he's playing with house money. Carson Wentz felt like he was trying to put the team on his back.
Yeah.
And, like, it just – he crumbled. He absolutely crumbled after that. And, like, the amount of times that he held onto a ball and took a sack that just fucked them over is hilarious. He can't throw the ball away. He's like – I don't know if he's been trained wrong or something. Like, mentally there's something wrong with him where he just cannot give up on a play. So I think you have to make a change just for the sake of change. I don't know if head coach has to play out the season. Honestly, it's play out the season. Let Hurts start this week. If he gets anything going, great. If not, hey, we examined our options. He's going up against a very tough Saints defense. Who do they have after that, though? What's their remaining schedule look like?
Give me 1 second. I'll pull that up.
Sure.
I'll get it.
I mean, it was just the thought of, yeah.
Because we've got 14, 15, 16, 4 more games
Something like that.
After this one. Damn, fucking Steelers. They scored another touchdown, but they gave up a touchdown, Dave.
17-10?
17-10 as we're recording right now. Fucking a day game on Monday night. Come on, tablet. It don't want to load.
Oh, no.
There we go, Eagles. They've got the Saints, Saints at home, Cardinals on the road, Dallas on the road, Washington at home. So, like, what? 2 losable games, 2 winnable games? Like,
yeah.
Cowboys and Washington? Like, let's be honest, too. Like, another thing I would be thinking about is...
They should be favored.
I would say start... I like Carson Wentz. I want to say that first off.
So then leave him.
Because I'm going to say... Like, I'm going to say start Hurts, and people in the comment section are going to be like, oh, Ricky hates Carson Wentz. I love Carson Wentz. I was always a Carson Wentz fan.
Yeah, you're a big Oman.
Yep. But there's a part of me that's like, if I'm Peterson, fucking start Hurts. Like, with Hurts or Wentz, you're not going to beat the Saints. With Hurts or Wentz, you're probably not going to beat the Cardinals. And then... There's a chance, but I'll put my money on the Cardinals. Kyler Murray's better. And has more weapons. He's got Deshaun. He's got DeAndre Hopkins.
He's got Nuke.
But those last 2 games are interesting because there's a part of me that thinks which quarterback gives me a better chance to lose those last 2 games. And I know you never want to go into a game trying to lose, but there's a part of me that feels like right now where the Eagles are in the draft, they're in prime Jamar Chase category. Like at the 6th pick, they could get it. I don't want to fall too far back and have a team that could use a wide receiver sneak up ahead of me to where I almost feel like let Hurts come in, play the next 2, then do the whole like, oh, we gave him a shot. We're going to let Wentz come back in for like you could let Wentz come in for the last 2. But honestly, if you think Wentz will win those games or have a better chance to win, there's a part of me that's like, fuck it, just let Hurts have the last 4. And then if you lose all 4 of them, who cares? You get the fucking draft pick. You get to have Jamar Chase. Just start Carson Wentz next year with a new head coach.
See, I think that I think that because hearing the end of their schedule, I think they roll with Wentz this week.
Okay.
Because it is a competitive game against a top tier team. And if you can't get it done, then you have a 3-team roll where I think the Cardinals will be tough but winnable. And the other 2 are toss-ups, straight-up toss-ups, divisional, like, hey, Washington football team and Cowboys, both of them are just like, meh, 50-50 games in my mind. So Wentz gets 1 more week, and then you pull the trigger on him. You'd be like, well, if you had a bad game against the Saints, which, let's be honest, a lot of people would expect that, but, hey, expectations have been shocked, as we've seen this past weekend.
Yeah,
nobody fucking saw a lot of things happen this weekend that happened. So like that's any given Sunday, baby. You know.
And I know that like JD says, you drafted Hurts for a reason. But let's be honest, the Eagles are stuck with Wentz until after next year because he's got a cap hit this year of 18.6. Next year that goes up to 34 million, and then if they take the potential out, he has a dead cap of 24, I want to say.
Convince the Bears to trade for him.
That too. Like, call up the Bears. Fuck it. In the offseason, do they call up the Colts? Like, I know that was something of like, I can't remember who I was listening to. I think it might have been McAfee today, where they're
trying to
like,
get Matt Stafford down there.
If they call up the Colts would just laugh at them because they're like, why would we give you that much for Carson Wentz? He's been garbage for you. But like, there's a team that I think would trade for him, right? Because like, that's my thing. Wentz isn't bad. Even Eric is saying what you said, Dave. If only he had weapons and an O-line that worked for him. Like, that's the problem. That's the problem.
To judge someone without being equipped to do it. You know,
Awesome.
that's what we always gave full shit for when he was in Chicago. It was just like, hey, you got no offensive line. You can't get comfy, and that's when he has time. When we saw him at his best, he was on a well-equipped offense over there in Philly, who had a great offensive line and who had great weapons available to him. He's got neither, you know. So I was like, well, what do you expect out of him?
Also, what was I gonna say? I had it and then I lost it, Dave. I completely lost it. I was gonna say something and then, it's gone. Fuck, I'm never gonna get that back. I hate when that happens. I hate it. No, it wasn't Doug Peterson. I completely forgot what it was. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not going to remember it now. If I do, I'll just fucking interject it.